Greetings everyone, and welcome to my coin collection. Today's coin is a clad half-dollar proof coin, released by the United States in 2021 in commemoration of the National Law Enforcement Memorial and Museum in the District of Columbia. Back in 2000, Congress passed and President William J. Clinton signed into law the National Law Enforcement Museum Act, authorizing the building of a National Law Enforcement Museum on federal land in the District of Columbia to honor and commemorate the service and sacrifice of law enforcement officers in the United States. Construction on the museum began in April 2016, and the National Law Enforcement Museum formally opened in October of 2018. The National Law Enforcement Memorial and Museum's mission is to honor and commemorate the extraordinary service and sacrifice of America's law enforcement officers and serve as a bridge between past and present, as well as between peace officers and the public. It also works to increase public understanding and support for the law enforcement community while promoting safety. A year after the opening, on October 28, 2019, a bill for the production of this and two other commemorative coins, a gold $5 and a silver $1, passed the House of Representatives, calling for them to be minted in 2021. Given some of the controversy over the last year or so regarding calls by some to defund the police and questions raised over the attitudes toward race of some law enforcement officials, it's important to note that this coin was legislated earlier, rather than assume that it was a reaction to political events. The coin itself is quite striking. The obverse depicts a sheriff's star, the sort of image even those of us who grew up in other countries might recognize from various forms of media, representing the communities served by law enforcement officers and the important role they play. Inscriptions are "Serve and Protect," "Liberty," 2021, and the motto, "In God We Trust." The reverse depicts an eye in a magnifying glass, looking at a fingerprint, portraying the human side of justice, a reminder that law enforcement is not only officers on the street, but many others behind the scenes. Once again, for those of us who watch some of the movies and television shows which have emerged from the United States, this is also familiar. The emblem of the National Law Enforcement Museum is featured at the bottom of the coin under the title of that institution. Around the top we read, United States of America, while to the left of the design we see the words E pluribus unum, out of many one, and $half. Much like the coin for the U.S. Basketball Museum and Hall of Fame, which featured in a previous video, surcharges in the amount of $5 for each $half sold were authorized to be paid to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund for educational and outreach programs and exhibits. This is a striking coin, and the packaging is solid and sets it off well. I hope you've enjoyed looking at it with me. If you have, please like the video and leave a comment down below. You might also consider subscribing to my channel to ensure that you do not miss any of the upcoming coins in my collection.